This next video is going to deal with a very sensitive subject. This is about immigrants who've entered illegally or who have overstayed their visas and want to adjust status based on marriage to a U.S. citizen. This process is definitely scary to people because I get calls all the time from U.S. citizens who say, I want to get my spouse a green card, but we're afraid because they've overstayed their visa or because they've entered illegally. So I want to present this information so that you get really clear about what is available to people who are here illegally or who have overstayed their visas. As a background to this, I want to explain some of the changes that have happened over the years. Way back in the day, we were able to bring in immigrants who had entered illegally and get their green cards, adjust their status, and all we had to do was pay a fine, $1,000. So the law was very forgiving of that. Well, that law changed, and now those people who enter illegally are not allowed to get their green card here in the United States. They actually have to go home to their embassy, all right? Now, what was done, though, was when the law changed, the Immigration Service said, we'll let the people who have applications on file benefit from the old law. So there's a lot of people in the United States right now who can stay in the United States and pay the $1,000 fine and don't have to go back home to their embassy. What's also unique about this law is that they said not only the people who file the petitions can do the old law rules, but the children of those people can do the old law rules. So that's 2 generations of people. So this video then is going to be focused on seeing whether or not you qualify as one who can benefit from the old law and pay the $1,000 fine if you've entered illegally. We're also going to get really clear on overstay issues, because what happens is if you overstay your time in the United States by 1 year, when you leave the country, you cannot come back in for 10 years. That's called the 10-year bar. So we're going to get really clear about that 10-year bar, because that is something that can really hurt your family by separating you. The other thing we're going to talk about is the waiver of the 10-year bar. There's actually a pardon available for people who do leave the country and get caught in the 10-year bar. So we're going to go down that process. We're going to explain to you about the waiver. So hang on, this is a big video. We're going to go step by step and line by line and talk to you a lot about illegal entry and overstaying of your visa.